Apple picks Google's Gemini AI for its big Siri upgrade
Oh, yeah.
and other Google AI stories. Apple and Google announced a multi-year collaboration where Apple will base the next generation of its Apple Foundation
Dude.
models on Google's Gemini models and cloud technology, with the partnership powering future Apple Intelligence features, including a more personalized Siri expected in 2026. I'm going off script here, but it kind of sounds like Apple just gave up. Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe this will be like the Apple Car. Wait. Oh. Okay. Anyway, pretty much, Google's Gemini models will serve as the technical foundation, allowing Apple to bring more advanced AI features to its kind of lagging ecosystem more quickly. Despite the partnership, according to their statement, Apple will retain control over its AI ecosystem even while using Google's Gemini models. Apple Intelligence features will continue to run on Apple devices and its private cloud infrastructure, ensuring that user privacy remains central. Okay. Meanwhile, Google unveiled the Universal Commerce Protocol, UCP, an open standard designed to enable agentic commerce, letting AI agents complete the full shopping journey. Shopping journey, good lord. By providing a common language that connects agents, retailers, payment providers, and platforms. UCP has been co-developed with major retail partners and widely endorsed, including by companies like Shopify, Etsy, Wayfair, Target, and Walmart. It's also compatible with existing protocols such as agent-to-agent, agent payments protocol, and model context protocol. All right.
Sure.
I mean, honestly, as a store, I like it. As a consumer, I'm just like, oh my God, can we just not encrapify everything? Can it just like tell me how many tablespoons of coffee grounds to use? Like, can it just and not recommend the best is part of waking up? Like, can we just not, but it will. It's all headed that direction. Google is also introducing tools to help retailers in the agentic commerce era, including Business Agent, which lets shoppers chat directly with brands in search. However, it's not all good news for Google. A Guardian investigation found that Google's AI overviews provided inaccurate and potentially dangerous health information. For example, sharing misleading liver function test data that could reassure seriously ill users. It also lacked important medical context, such as age, sex, and ethnicity. In response, Google removed some of these health-related AI overviews, including for the aforementioned liver test queries, but health experts and charities warned that similar problematic AI summaries still appear for other sensitive topics and urged the company to steer users toward reliable, evidence-based health resources.
So
Agree.
this was a large summary of many things. I'm going to jump kind of back up to the top with the Siri upgrade going for Gemini. They were previously signed up with OpenAI. This jump, especially with it being a long-term jump, is very interesting for the whole bubble pop conversation, because there's been a bunch of counters to the bubble pop conversation, including that even if the AI bubble pops, a lot of the companies that are in the AI bubble are companies that are just revenuing a ton of money, even regardless of AI stuff going on.
Yep.
So like, it's a bit of a tough situation. But one of the very interesting, important parts of the AI bubble thing has been that OpenAI is at the center of basically all of it. And OpenAI doesn't have very good cash flow.
Yeah.
And this really can't help.
No, this is a huge problem.
Because what a news story. To lose that contract has got to be brutal for them. Because it's not just that they lost a contract, it's that they lost a contract with the
What's the mind share?
winner of the phone race, more or less. I enjoy my Android, but like,
So does 70+% of the world.
Yeah.
Even though America loves its iPhones.
but in the place where a lot of people spend a lot of the money,
Yep.
iPhone is dominating.
Yep.
And it's like, man, it's this is very interesting. So we'll see how it goes. Apple steered clear of the search wars. Now they're steering clear of the AI wars. Yeah, but it doesn't necessarily mean. I don't personally take this as a signal as they're out forever. I take this as a signal as they're not bothering to dive in while it's just like money dumpster fire. If I'm one of these big companies and I'm looking at this personally, I'm not touching it at all, because what I'm seeing happen is progress is made and then progress is immediately open sourced afterwards. And then progress is made and then it's immediately open sourced afterwards. And it's like, I don't feel like I'm losing ground in this at all. The like dig up a data center thing.
Sometimes it's better to just lease a car that someone else built than to design and build your own car from scratch. I could completely see that perspective.
And they could always jump in and do it later.
Yeah.
And they'll figure it out.
And it's Apple we're talking about. There's a lot of things Apple does that I'm not aligned on.
No.
But if there's anyone that could just Sherlock something later, literally the term Sherlock is Apple doing this. This is their entire history. They went and they said the silicon in the market is not good enough.
Yeah. Yeah. Perfect example.
Who else could do that? I'll wait. Okay. Amazon does have silicon. Google has silicon. But
it's a good example.
It's a short list. It's a really short list.
Yeah.
If Apple decided later that this is a very mature space now, they have enough money to buy the earth and all the heavens. They can build a team and they could make an AI product and they could cut ties. And that is what gives Apple leverage in their negotiations. That's why Apple is not going to be paying as much to a giant like Google or to OpenAI or to whoever they partner with, because they are someone that can credibly sit across the table from you and go, give me a good price or I'll just do it myself.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, honestly, it totally makes sense to me that they're not building their own right now. I mean, look at freaking Meta. Look how much money they're pouring into it. What market share are they getting? What contracts are they winning? Nothing. And like, what are they gaining? It's just horrible slop on all of their platforms.
More engagement on their platforms. More like more ad. I mean, look. I mean, if Meta. Okay. Here's a scary thought. If Meta can learn a lot about you by what real things you would engage with, how much more can they learn about you by what sort of twisted, contorted? How much more granular can they get if they can create literally anything that can appeal like directly to you?
Maybe. As far as my uninformed person listening to some other nebulously informed people talk about things, understanding goes, a lot of the content generation stuff is not really making money right now. There's a bunch of money in productivity stuff with LLMs and whatnot that is largely due to the forced shoehorning of these tools into things like Office 365 and Google Workspace and stuff like that. But a lot of the like slop creation junk is not proving to at least currently be very profitable for these things. And if you look at the ways that they're trying to monetize, it's through like selling you products through chat, not something to do with content creation of videos. But yeah. Did you look into something?
No.
Okay.
Nothing important.
All right. Yeah, I don't know. I think this is super interesting. I think I'm not too surprised, but it's very interesting in regards to like the constant chess match that is AI projects and companies.
And Google and Apple in particular, like they compete so directly in some spaces and are so codependent in others.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, this was always interesting when
weird dynamic.
It was like Samsung was doing the screens for iPhones for a long time or something. It's just
they still do.
Man. Oh yeah, okay.
And they compete. So these two business units will be bitter rivals, and these two will be super tight partners.
Yeah.
That's business apparently.
Yeah.